Your brain is unorganized. You focus for 2 seconds, then you're in la la land. You're not dumb, you just need to rebuild your brain, and it's a lot easier than you expect. In this video, I'll uncover the exact strategy I use to focus by reorganizing my mind. I've watched dozens of hours of content on neuroscience to meditation to productivity, and I gathered all of that data to share with you here now. By the end of the video, you'll be able to steal my strategy and finally not only focus, but be fully aware of literally anything. That's a big promise, so I'll keep my promise by ripping off 2 band-aids in your mind. Let's start with band-aid number 1. You're not aware of anything. You watch a YouTube video, then forget the second point, but who could blame you? Right now, there's so much information in the world that has never existed, and you are sitting right in the middle of it. Look at you. But that doesn't mean there's no hope. All this information is a great responsibility to stay organized, but it gives us great power. Have you had time to be grateful you can watch this video right now? You're watching it from your bedroom or something, instead of driving to the library. But the ease of information is exactly what makes information so overwhelming. There's so much of it. We can't do justice to anything. Instead, we feel obligated to pay attention to everything. How could you possibly cope? You can't tear down billboards. You can't throw away your phone. The secret is, don't try to control the content of consciousness, but consciousness itself. What the heck does that mean? Instead of limiting distractions, which is possible to an extent, you have to choose which distraction isn't actually a distraction. Imagine your brain is full of 40 voices singing in a choir, and 39 of them suck. But that one is pretty good. Focusing on consciousness itself is like turning down the mics on the 39 and turning up the 1. And the beautiful part about this is it's really hard. In fact, it's the hardest the first time you do it, but like any skill, it gets easier the more you do it. So when you see all the dirty clothes and paper laying on the floor of your mind, identify what you can pick up and what you can leave. Okay, band-aid number 2 is a tough one. On the surface, it's like, yeah, duh, but when you let it sink in, it has crazy existential implications. Here it is. You have no clue how your brain works. It's true. Think of a pink elephant. How did you just do that? When you're asked a question, how do you just whip out the answer? It's a mystery. You don't know how your brain works. And if you don't know how your brain works, it goes without saying that you're not your brain. You're something else. Wow. I said it was a big band-aid. Okay, but what does that have to do with how cluttered your brain is? It's because when you understand how the brain works, actually works, it can work for you. First of all, everybody's stumped by it. We haven't solved the brain, but it goes something like this. What you give it is what it gives you. This is Hebb's theory. Neurons that fire together, wire together. How can you pull out the answer to a problem in a quarter of an instant? It's because some time ago you paired the problem and the answer in your mind. If you study math, your brain does math. If you hang out with 4 stupid people, you're the 5th. And if you click off a video 30 seconds after clicking into it, your brain gives you a 30-second attention span. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Yes. No. Yes, it's momentum. You can't roll a rock up a hill because gravity's against you, but when you do, it's easy to tip it to the other side. The brain is the same way. It's super hard to get over the hill of paying attention. It's uncomfortable, but every time you do, you get closer to the top of the mountain, and one day, your brain is going to be begging you to pay attention. So we learned that there's way too much information out there. It's kind of impossible to stop it all from coming. Instead, we should be sensitive to the information we want. We also learned that we have no clue how the brain works, but we're guessing it gives us what it gets. This video was made with a lot of care, so if you liked it, check out this one. Peace.